So today's video I'm coming to you from a basement bathroom. It's a real traditional kind of 5x7-ish feel. Now, usually you're going to find this if you own a new home, you've got a rough-in bath and you don't know how to finish it. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to do it without having to open up the concrete. Because there is technology on the market that allows you to finish off your room without rearranging where all the locations of the plumbing are, if you're a little creative. So let's just dive right in. By rough-in plumbing, I mean that we've got a toilet stack, okay, usually a 3-inch pipe coming out of the ground. And in the back, in the shower, I've got a 1.5, you might have a 2-inch pipe coming out of the ground. And they just have caps on them. So the first thing we got to do is we got to cut them out. Now the toilet we want to cut exactly flush with the concrete, because whatever flooring you go back with, if you fix your flange now, you're going to have a perfect set height for the toilet to rest on top of that flange without having any leaking. If you wait to put the toilet flange on after your flooring, you run the risk of it holding the toilet off the floor too much and not getting a good seal later. So, the purpose of the cut, I'm just using a simple little hand tool. It's an ABS saw and it's very flexible, so I can actually bend the blade and cut flush at the floor. I've done most of this work off camera because it is work. There we go. Nice. At the hardware store, they're going to sell a toilet flange, and this is designed to go inside the pipe. Okay? Now, you'll notice it's a pretty snug fit. What I did is I actually took my grinder wheel and I just ran some lines down this just to help thin out the plastic a little bit, because it was so tight that there's no way that I can force it in the pipe when it's buried in cement. So that was very important. So I'm just going to take my glue and we're going to glue the inside of the pipe and the fitting. Now it's not really a glue, it's a solvent. Should be tricky there, someone's going to call me out on that one. Okay, making sure that the locations of the toilet here, this is for the bowl, and just slide into this location. So these two parts here, you want that at 9 and 3 o'clock as if you're looking at a clock face. So line it up, push it straight down. There we go. There. Now we got the toilet ready to roll. The only thing left to do, shove a coffee cup in there and keep the gases from coming out while you're working. Okay, now the shower is the tricky part. That's where most people run into problems, because they don't know how to connect the plumbing in the shower to something that resembles an operational floor shower. As you can see, I'm using a lot of Schluter products in here. That's because they've got great evolution when it comes to products for showers. So this is the new Schluter drain that's designed with a 90-degree turn in the drain system. So if you can imagine, your pipe is over there, and it doesn't even need to be in the same room, because this can be adjusted and you can put it anywhere you want. It comes out of the floor, and you just install it with a bit of a slope for the water to drain the right direction. That's all we need for that, okay? So when you cut the pipe out of the ground for the drain for the shower, make sure you leave about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of the stub, so that you can attach a fitting, and then your drain can go anywhere. Now, it works in combination with a couple of other elements to create an actual floor. We'll get to that in a minute. But if you like keeping things simple and you want to build your own shower, I'm going to suggest the Schluter board product is really handy for this. You know, in the past we've done videos, we've showed you a lot of different systems for doing a shower. But the Schluter board system is the most versatile, and it is a waterproofing system as well, not just water diversion system like most showers, okay? Now they have these cute little washer and clip systems, and they're designed to create compression on their own 1/2-inch polystyrene. All right, that's how you install it instead of screws. And the idea here is you install all these screws and washers. That gives you a nice rigid wall that you can tile over, because this cloth is actually a waterproofing cloth. So the Schluter system comes with a curb, and you set that in cement on your concrete. It also has tape, like a cloth tape that you can put in the corners to make all your joints seal. And after we're done our pan, it actually even has a cloth you can put over top of your pre-sloped pan that we're going to build today ourselves. And it comes with a bunch of other little attachments here. This is for your inside and outside corners, and you can put all that product together to create a perfectly waterproof shower. So the way that we're going to do it, let's just demonstrate real quickly how to get all this installed. Oh, there's my bushing. We're just going to take our thin set right here in on the floor. Now this material here is actually designed as a rigid base, okay? We're going to install our drain with the rigid base and then add a little bit of sand mix to fill up around all the plumbing so we don't have any voids, so it's structurally sound. We're going to use the sand mix and push it towards the corners and create a little slope so we have a nice drain going to the middle. So the way the plumbing would go together in this situation, you just take your elbow and use a little bit of pipe here. Same with the bushing. On the other end. Okay. I'm going to set that in place. There we go. Brilliant. So next step, now that we have our drain installed and our material here, we got to fill the gaps using the sand mix. And you want to just kind of try to pour that right in where you want it. It has a good flowability. So the same reason that we're using this stuff, because of its flowability, is the same reason that means you have to put blocking behind your shower or it'll just run all over your whole basement. Here we go. And we're just going to work that into all of these cracks and crevices. Okay. Our first goal here is to fill up all the holes to create a nice flat base. All right. And with the next load that Matt's making up now, we're going to use to create a slope. Now, instead of using sand mix, you could use a product called Dry Pack, and that is a more traditional tile bed product, but it's not available in most hardware stores. So that's why I'm using the sand mix, just to demonstrate the products that are available in any hardware store near you. And that product here is actually something silly like $6-7. Very affordable. It is going to take overnight to set up, however, so be prepared for that in your schedule. There we go. And you can see the beginning of a shower bed. All we need now is a little bit more, so I can go from this edge here up to about a ½ inch thickness on each four corners. That's it. And we use a smaller tile, something like a 4x4 on the floor. We'll get the last piece of wall on, install it with the clips, do the tape like I said, and then voila, you're going to have a shower. Nothing left to do after that but put in all of the subway tile. Remember, since we're using a waterproofing system, we don't need a dramatic slope here. This isn't water diversion, where we're trying to tell water where to run or it'll cause a problem. This is waterproofing, so even if the water has nowhere to go, you got no risk of damage to your house. Okay, so now I have a perfectly flat drain assembly. Okay, I gotta just go make a little bit more mix so that I can put it in the corners and go from this height here to put another 1/4 inch higher in the corners. And I'll just put it in there and I'll just rake it back a little bit, set it in place. And if you want, you can use a level, but generally speaking, you can do this by eye. It's not hard. Put a trowel here, That creates a nice level surface, right? Beautiful. Okay, so after you're done with all your sand mix, you'll just take some of this cloth, you'll cut it to fit, and then that'll be it for the next day. We'll actually have to install that with thin set. So once this is gone hard, we'll put the thin set on there, embed the cloth, and then we can put in all of our corners, and then we'll have a waterproof shower ready for tile. It's that simple. And that is how you create a brand new bathroom in a new house with unfinished rough-in plumbing. So if you're interested in learning more about how to install products like the Schluter system, there's not a lot of options for you as far as the homeowner's concerned. They do have literature available. There are some random videos here and there about the products. But if you really want to know how to make a waterproof system, then I would consider checking out our website, because there's going to be a link in there. I'm going to be going around giving seminars and teaching people how to do this product properly so that you can have a successful waterproof bathroom at home. So check that out. There's a link in the description. Go to our website and have a look at that and see when we're going to be near you. Other than that, I'm going to suggest if you want to learn about how to waterproof a shower, you click the link right here, and we've got a few different options in there. Some of them are a little simpler, but you know, anything's better than what they give you in a new home build. See you next time.